This is part four of my future timeline predictions, and in this episode, we're talking about predictions that I believe are going to happen before 2060. Now, they could happen before, but I feel like it's more towards this time frame. Okay, and again, this is part four, so part three, part two, part one are all on my channel. They'll be in the description as well, so you can look through those if you want to see 2050, 2040, 2030. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so jumping into this, before we get started, these are just predictions, not facts. I get them from remote viewing. It's a skill that anyone can learn how to do. And normally, what I do is every month I give predictions. So, starting tomorrow, I'm going to give May predictions, so make sure to subscribe for that. And without further ado, and every month after that, we'll be doing more. And we actually check over them as well. So, lots to stay forward to. Make sure to click subscribe. And we'll start off with the worst one, actually. Um, Pole shift escalates and world starts building to avoid what could potentially come next. And I know a lot of people are concerned about that, but I feel like it's not something that's going to happen straight away. But before 2060, we are going to have to deal with this, and we are going to probably have to start building to avoid this potential situation. But we'll know a lot more soon with the help of technology. I'm also seeing gasoline motors becoming illegal in most places, replaced with electric or hydrogen. Most vehicles are now flying cars, and that's cutting road traffic by 80%. And one thing I didn't put in here is that this effect will turn most city centers into like walkable places. So, like, most city centers will start to become like a thing that you go and walk. Like, you're no longer going to be driving through the middle of city centers. They'll be more like more personal, more walkable. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? As well as airplanes now being electric and cheap because it's always the price of oil, which is why they're always complaining why they're so expensive. But yet we'll have in, that's 20, sorry, 30, 34 years. So it's not really that far away. I know a lot of people think you'll be dead by then, but it's only 34 years. And we got all this advanced technology. Well, you'll still be here. And electric engines will evolve by then and be very, very good and very, very cheap. And they can no longer blame oil prices to extort us on traveling. As speaking of travel, hypertube systems have now replaced airline travel by 50%, which is cool because these hypertube systems are actually faster than most airplanes, so people choose to use those. Hopefully it happens. 34 years, let's see what happens. A lot changes. This is interesting. There's going to be like a neo-rave culture where it's like global music festivals are like their life, and it's huge, and like millions of people go to these things, and they have a schedule, and they go around the world. Some people just follow them, work for them, just involved in it, and it's like there's like multiple of these like global music scenes that just, because a lot of people they aren't doing traditional works anymore or jobs anymore, so they're looking to more artistic jobs, and it becomes like a big thing, especially with some of my previous predictions. A lot of people caught up big time in the music scene, which is not such a bad thing. It's great. Art, artism, art. Oh, so say autism? No, no, no. Artism, artistic, whatever. Okay. Next, pick and deliver food distribution. This is interesting because food can just be like flowing out the sky. So like if you want fresh, whatever it is, pineapple, apples, you name it, strawberries, whatever, they're actually picked by like a drone system and just flown. I know it's already like a common thing, but this will be like linked up with the farms. I see like no middleman kind of thing. Like they can pick it straight from the plant, and it'd be at your front doorstep, like just freshly picked kind of thing. Um, it's cool, no? AI megacities pop up. I feel like like more like Dubai's are going to start popping up. Brand new cities in the middle of nowhere. But I think we talked about that on on the previous video. But they're going to become very, very big. And 15% of the normal world, which is in these new big cities or the old cities, will have this brain chip. Not many of the people live in off grid. Another thing we talked about in the previous video, so check it out. By 2050 and 2030, things like that. Again, in the description. This is super important. An era of global peace and prosperity. And this is not just by 2060. I see this before. We're going to go into a prolonged period of global peace and prosperity It's going to be amazing, wonderful. So it's not all doom and gloom. There's a lot to look forward to, I promise. We're at the end of this 80-year cycle. We just have the last year or so, and then we're going to pop out the other side. Sorry. And things are going to get better and better and better, okay? We got a lot of cool stuff on the way, as well as floating cities, and no, not like Avatar, no, like not like anti-gravity, but in the ocean. So they're going to start building like major floating cities in the ocean, and some of them will even become countries. You can be part of that if you want, or build it if you want. Next, transport becomes free for most people. So just like I feel like it's most short distances. The long ones might still cost something, but a lot of the local transport will be free. That's not a big one, but that should happen by then. Reverse aging. This will be big for a lot of people, and a lot of people complaining that they won't make it that far, but you will with this kind of stuff. Reverse aging technology can take off 20 to 40 years. So like you can do some like gene therapy type stuff. Again, all predictions, guys, from remote viewing. It could be wrong, but hopefully it's not. Hopefully that's right. And you'll be able to take a gene therapy and reverse your physical age and appearance by 20 to 40 years, which could add an entire lifetime to some people's life. Skyscraper apartments, self-contained cities. This is for like the workers, people that refuse to be part of the system, and they more want to be workers than of living in like these, or even like people that choose to. They'll have like nice ones. They'll have like lower class ones, but everything will be there. You know, gym, school, shop, barber, you name it, all contained in these cities. Become very, very common. Many cars are trifibious, so they'll be able to become a boat on the water. They'll be able to be a car on the land, and they'll be able to fly like a drone in the air. Okay, and I'm calling it trifibious. It's not even coined yet. So if you guys go and make one of them, hook me up with a percentage. Next, world powers share their high tech with the world. This is great because any of the other like less developed countries, when they get this high tech, they'll be obligated nearly to share this with the rest of the world, and a lot of them will get brought up with the advancements, which is great news for a lot of people. This, because of the news right now, I don't think this is ever going to happen. They're talking about it. I just think it's always going to be fake. They're always going to like have excuses, and just endless billions will go into this moon base idea, and nothing will ever come from it, and we'll never actually be able to go there, or never get any like real anything from it. Yeah, more debt, empty promises, fake images. What's almost done, guys? Oil is replaced with hemp oil, which is great because it's a lot easier to be grown, and apparently a lot better for your engine. And hopefully in 34 years or less, we'll be replacing old, dirty oil with some hemp oil, which is renewable. This is kind of cool too. New high-tech sports dominate attention. This is very cool because it's like flying sports. Like with all this new technology that's coming out, it's going to come out with new sports, and very, very interesting, very, very intense. And also towards the end, by 2060, new multi-dimensional breakthroughs. A lot to look forward to, guys. Make sure to check out part 1, 2, 3, 4, and my monthly predictions coming out soon. Thanks for being here. Make sure to click like and subscribe if you found something useful here.